welcome to today's video, and today's topic is going to be about none other than sex. So I'm going to share with you some of my experience and just what it's been like to have a mental illness and have a sexual relationship. So let's get into it. So first off, you're going to have some lack of sex drive caused by medicines. SSRIs are common for this, but also benzodiazepines, anticonvulsants, tricyclic, antidepressants, and antipsychotics. Risperdal is one that I read in particular, which I did take at one period of time. So those are all going to be medications that can decrease your sex drive, which can be very difficult for your partner if you're not in the mood. So just clear communication on that this is the medicine causing it and it's not your partner. So definitely have that up there. Maybe talk to your doctor about going on a newer medication or a different medication that doesn't have those sexual side effects. Those are a possibility. The ones that I'm on currently do not have any sexual side effects, which I'm very grateful for. So now you also have to think about depression in itself causing a lack of a sex drive. So if you're depressed, then you're likely not going to want to have sex. You're not going to feel like it. So another thing that you have to be open with your partner about, know that it's not them, it's the depression, and you just can't do it. So doing various coping activities for depression, talking to a therapist, that will help you get through that, I believe. So now for me personally, I have gone up and down, which I will get into, as far as having a high sex drive and having a low sex drive. Between the ages of 19 to 20 and 24 to 25, I absolutely loathed sex completely. I wanted nothing to do with it. I barely had sex at all with my partner, and I don't know if I can attribute that to medicine or if it was depression. I'm maybe leaning more towards the depression side of it. So that really made those relationships a little bit rocky, just because I had no interest in it. I just didn't want it. I just flat out refused it. So that was a little bit tough. Another thing that happened to me when I was with a partner who I was healthy sexually active with was a partner who, when we were having sex at one point, he went in too deep and it hurt me really, really bad. Like, it hit something and I was in excruciating pain where I couldn't move for probably 4 hours. I was just like stuck on the ground. And ever since that happened, he has pretty much refused to have sex with me. So the remainder of our relationship, which was like 6 more months to a year, we didn't have sex at all. So I know that story's not really mental health related, but just sharing my personal experience along my journey of having sex, being someone with a mental illness, that's something that happened. So that was not fun. Another thing is, during this time, especially when I was like 19 to 20, not wanting to have sex, I thought that I was gay. I really did think that I was a lesbian. I thought that men just couldn't do it for me, and I thought that a woman would be able to recreate or rebring that sex drive into me, and it didn't really. I am bisexual, full disclosure, but I've been with men and I've been with women, and I still get equal satisfaction from both parties. So it's not really, I'm not completely gay like I thought I was. Now another thing that I've done is, this is more when I was manic and having a higher sex drive, was having a lot of flings and friends with benefits. So I have had quite a few, just people that were friends that I was hooking up with, we're just having sex and not doing anything else, watching TV maybe, and that's about it. So, and that went on for, I don't know, a handful of partners. And also having multiple partners at the same time that I was doing this with. So I did have two friends with benefits at the same time that I can remember. And also just having like really short relationships with people for some reason. Like I've had a lot of like 1 month, 2 month relationships, and I really don't know why that is. I mean, the sex was inconsistent. Like sometimes it was really hot, or like the sex drive was really there, and sometimes it really wasn't. And I don't know if they didn't think that I felt comfortable or whatever, or maybe I was too comfortable. But I think that the best sex that I've had has always been with like friends with benefits or flings or one night stands or what have you. So I don't know why that is, but for some reason when I'm not committed, I have better sex. I don't know, hoping to change that though. Now, I also did when I was in a manic state, and I think I've talked about this in videos before, is I cheated on one of my past boyfriends. We actually didn't have sex, we only made out, so we kind of like felt each other up, whatever. But we didn't have sex, so that was good. But that happened basically one night. We were out with friends and we were coming home, and it was just my boyfriend at the time, his roommate, and myself at the house, and we were sitting on the couch. I think we were watching Game of Thrones, which I'm not a fan of that show. I don't know why I was watching it. But we were watching Game of Thrones, and my boyfriend went to bed and said, "All right, you guys, have fun. I'm going to bed." So we did proceed to have fun and make out on the couch all night until 7 a.m. And I did get caught in that experience. What happened was I went back to, the roommate and I went back to my apartment, and we ended up falling asleep on my bed, and my boyfriend didn't know where either of us were. He had to get up and go to work the next morning. This was like at 8 o'clock in the morning. And he had a key to my apartment, so he just let himself in. And as he was walking upstairs, the roommate didn't know what to do. He freaked out. He went inside my walk-in closet, and my boyfriend was just like, "Get out of the closet, I know you're in there." So, and he did, and that's how that happened. So that was probably one of the most humiliating moments of my life, but we did work through that actually. It was very difficult and very hard. It probably was always a pressing factor on our relationship of why it didn't work out. But yeah, being manic and cheating, that infidelity and infidelity is very high in bipolar, so you gotta watch out for that. If you're feeling yourself to get pretty manic, then you definitely need to get your meds checked up on and make sure that everything is okay or at the best place that it can be, because you do not want to cheat on someone that you really care about. You just don't. Now, hypersexuality, of course, so like masturbating more often and having sex more frequently. Sometimes I would have sex like 3, 4, 5 times in a row, and I would just do it multiple times throughout the day. Basically just never stop, just keep going. Like that level of like horniness never goes down. I'm just always there, and just, yeah, having sex a lot, frequently, and in different places too. Like, well, I'm not going to go into all the places that I've had sex, but just more than just the bedroom, let's put it at that. So experimenting, having more fun with it, being more open, that's definitely causes of hypersexuality. Now, on the other hand, I've had sexual hallucinations, which has been something for me. I've had hallucinations where I believe that I'm being raped by an entity, like an evil entity, and I have thought that there were demons inside of me, and I have masturbated to try and get them out to release me. Like, they basically told me that I needed to masturbate and that was the only way that they were going to leave, so that's what I did. And in one case, I think I talked about this in my psychosis video, I actually masturbated, and once I got there, I saw like a cloud of smoke like rise from me, like it was a demon like being gone. So really fucking weird. But that's when it really gets out of control. Sometimes that hypersexuality will follow you into psychosis, and that's not a good thing. No, not at all. So, now, and this is actually completely out of order, but going back to medication, Wellbutrin, when I was on Wellbutrin, it did increase my sex drive. So I had a lot of those hypersexuality symptoms while I was taking it, and yeah, that was the only medication that I can recall that really increased my sex drive. But yeah, so that was probably too much information and just a little bit about Amelia's sex life and sexual journey from her late teens to mid-20s. So I hope you all enjoyed that, and thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Please hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and I appreciate every single one of you who have subscribed. It means the world to me. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.